So there is AJ announcing his return, and this is what he had to say. AJ's coming back in December, but it's now don't get yourself and your hopes up for Tyson Fury yet. He said, December, I will fight again. I just want to get my body feeling good. I was good, but not great. To be a champion, you got to be on your ish. I need to step my game up. AJ via ESPN Mexico. And let me counterpunch. I think AJ knows now that he can't decide or walk into a fight half-ass. He just can't. At 35, which he will be 36, he hasn't fought any this year. So at the end of the year, that's his first fight. So keep in mind, don't expect the best type of performance from AJ. Just don't, because, he's been out. He's having surgery. Then he has to recover from the surgery. Then he has to train from the recovery from the surgery. Then he has to fight, right? That's why he trained. And I think the inactivity is going to be something that, you're going to consider, right? You're going to expect it, right? That's the word I was looking for. I think that Anthony Joshua fighting in December, hey, better once a year than none, because I think that would be very bad. He skips the whole year of 2025. I think he should have fought by now and then fought later on in the year. But based on the upset loss of Danny Dubois, he can't afford to lose again. And I think he knows that because, the endorsements are on the line. The 258 management's on the line. And really, his career is on the line. You know what I mean? And when Eddie Hearn comes out and says, like, hey, he can't lose again, you already know that's a dead giveaway. That means he absolutely can't lose again. Hearing Eddie Hearn say those type of things, because it's Anthony Joshua, it's the cash cow of the UK over here. So, him saying he can't lose again, you never heard that about Canelo, have you? No. But still, all in all, Canelo ain't lost since Bivol. All right, so keep that in mind. Whereas AJ has lost in 2019, then 2021, then 2022, then 2024. So, you know what I mean? So he's been back-to-back losses in a series of fights. Okay, so, it's pretty warranted that he would make those type of things. So AJ's taking his time right now, and it won't be against Fury because, again, he wants to be at his best, and I think he's going to expect a tune-up. I think that's warranted. I think it's needed, because to throw AJ in there now, especially 36 years of age, I don't think it'll be smart. I think that would be some Billy Nelson type ish, right? Just, hey, let's get the money. Who cares? Cash him out. No, you don't do that with AJ. AJ leaves on a high if he can get to that bag on a $100 million fight, not $15 million fight. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be smart. That's why Eddie is a millionaire now. One of the reasons is Anthony Joshua. Okay. So you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua returning to the ring in December, but not against Tyson the Gypsy King. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.